welcome to our podcast. Today we are diving into a topic that literally every student deals with: how to make friends at university and how to keep your academic life from crashing and burning. Because let's be honest, the first semester feels like being thrown into a new planet.
Yeah, exactly. You walk into your first class and everyone looks like they already know where to go, what to do, and who to sit with. And you're just standing there like, is this even the right building? So today, we want to break down the reality, the awkwardness, the funny moments, the strategies that actually can work.
And hopefully make you feel a little less alone in the chaos. So today's podcast will contain two parts. The first part is making friends at university, and the second part is handling academic life. So let's start.
So, yeah, the biggest misunderstanding about university friendships is that people think they will just magically happen. Like, you show up, you sit next to someone, boom, besties for life. But in reality, everyone is low key nervous and pretending to look confident.
Yes, I remember my first week. I swear, everyone around me looked like they had their friend groups since childhood, but later they all told me they thought I looked confident and already settled.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the actual thing. Nobody knows what they are doing. Once you understand that, starting a conversation becomes much way easier.
Yes, I agree with you. So I think that small moments create friendship. Like I remember that the first time when we meet in us, that we how we became the friends. Our friendship began from the little introduction that I came to the owner to asking some question, and she answered that, and we found the connection between us. That I think that small moment that we came to each other and interacting, it's create our friendship nowadays.
Yeah, I actually agree with you.
And the friendship don't start with some huge moment. They begin with a tiny thing, asking someone, "Hey, what's the homework?" and or laughing about a confusing assignment, or walking together to the cafeteria. I remember that when first time we go to the food point to take the lunch together.
What a great moments. Yeah. People always think they need to be charming or interesting, but actually you were charming and interesting, to be honest, Alina. No, just be available, be around, show up. That's how you become familiar to others, and familiarity makes connection possible. Yeah, actually, when I first met you as a friend, I found a lot of connections that we are both academically really responsible. We have a lot of similar plans in the future to our future. And actually, not talking about only collegial part, I have noticed that we are actually both interested in skincare, fashion, which made us much more interesting. That's what I want to tell you. Sometimes even small things, even small similarities, hobbies are actually going to make you friends in the future.
Yeah, I agree with you. We have the same interests.
Yeah.
Then say yes, but on your own terms. One thing that helped me personally was say yes more often. Not to everything, but not to toxic level of yes, but when someone invites you for coffee or group study session, even if you are shy, just go. You don't have to stay long. It's I think that it is good advice to find a new person, to find a new friend. If someone invites you, it thinks that, oh, that person already wants to see you in this place, that see you, that person wants to interact with you, to be friends with you. So but I think that you should say wisely, not to all the things.
I once forced myself to go to a simple campus event just because I didn't want to sit in the dorm alone again. I thought it would be boring, and then I met two people who became my closest friends.
Yeah, it's never the big events. It's always random moments, like as we mentioned, that small moments create the friendship.
Yeah, totally agree. Be the person who invites. As my colleague Alina already mentioned, try to say yes to the moments, to the events that you want to go, but also don't be afraid to be a host of that event. For example, if nobody is inviting you, for example, be the one who invites. For example, sometimes some people don't invite you because they might be afraid of you, because yeah, maybe even shy. So that's why you can be the first one who shows the interest for them.
Yeah, people love being included totally. Just a casual, hey, I'm going to grab coffee after class. Wanna come? Or we are reviewing the lecture tonight. Join us if you want. In our friendship, both of us is an initiative person that the one time after the class, Ainur invites me to go to lunch together. In the next time, I will invite Ainurs to be ready for the lectures like this. So don't be afraid to be a host.
Yeah, I totally agree. As you can see, it's not a big deal. It's not about, for example, inviting someone to a party or restaurant. It also can be a small event, small lunch. It's also gonna give you a key conversation in the future. You instantly become friends, that friendly, warm person to that people, because you showed them the interest that they wanted to see from you. And then people start coming to you.
Yeah, I agree with you. And also, I am in the organization that right now the first time when I came to the organization, I didn't have any friends there. So then I start to be more open for new friends to for new community already every day asking them to chat who wants to go to the lunch like this, who wants to discuss this topic, this like this to the chat like this. There was one and two people text me back that, oh okay, let's go, oh I want to, let's go like this. So that's why I found new friends nowadays. They became my closest one. I think this advice will help you. So let's move on to our next part. The second part of our podcast is handling academic life. I think this is some important part of our students' life, being good at academic life. You don't have to be perfect in every class. The first thing I want to say, if you're interested in this class, just being good this to learn, to get some good points. But if you're not interested in this class, don't be exhausted.
Okay, let's talk academics because that's another reason people stress out. First truth, you don't need to excel at everything. Sometimes some disciplines can be not that much interesting for you, or you already started that lesson. For example, in our university we had a discipline about the editing class. We were learning about Adobe Premiere Pro, and one of our group mates actually got a certificate from that program, and he already knew how to handle it, how to do an editing. So that's why it was boring for him uh, to le- to relearn everything, because he already knew everything. So that's why he tried to talk to that teacher that he actually knows. He showed his certificates, I guess, and he showed up in a few lessons, because it's actually, if you're in university, that means that you're gonna show up in the disciplines. So yeah, sometimes it's okay that you are bored or you already know something in things that not everyone knows. That's fine.
Yeah, oh yes. In university, you finally realize what you are good at and what just isn't your area. and that's fine. University is not meant to make you perfect at every subject. It means to make you figure out who are academically. So next thing, that find your system, not someone else. What helped me was finding a routine that actually matches my brain, not Pinterest routine or the 5 a.m. productive girl routine. Actually, I think that system is individual because people are different. That's why every person should do own system, adapt it in yourself. For example, my system is like this. Like I'm study evening at evening because it's comfortable to be. I'm not a morning person, so that's why I am all night studying. But I'm not overwhelming myself. I am studying like 2 hours, then I get rest and like this of again 2 hours educating, 2 hours learning like this, then get the rest. So this is my system. What's about you, Ainur?
Yeah, thank you for saying it out loud. I once tried to wake up at 5 a.m. to be that person, that girl which was popular.
Yeah.
I failed 3 days. Actually, my system is about giving a special time to the midterms. Actually, sometimes you won't have that much free time to divide some disciplines. Sometimes you need to do two midterms at the same time. So that's why you need to understand that time management is gonna be a key in this type of stress moments. So I'm actually also not a morning person, but I always see the deadlines. For example, I firstly do the ones which are which are upcoming, because I need to finish them. They have a like fire deadlines, which I need to. That's why I need to hurry.
Prioritizing.
Yeah, prioritizing actually. But sometimes if I have like much more free time, which is actually not that much happening often, because I always
Especially last semester.
especially last semester, sometimes I can go from the hardest to the easiest one.
Yeah, actually it is a good one because when you the first time you doing the hardest exam, you already give you all energy, then and at the end you don't have energy, so that's why you should left the easiest one for the end um, to give the less energy, I guess. So the next one is the 30-minute rule. One practical tip I always share is the 30-minute rule. Study for 30 minutes and take 5-minute breaks. As I mentioned, in my system, it's like 2 hours studying and then take a rest. Like I will, it's like if I study 2 hours, then I will get like 30 minutes rest. But if you study 30 minutes, then you should take a 5-minute breaks like this.
Yeah, I actually think that I already listened to that type of method in TEDx about studying for minutes or hours and then giving your brain a rest.
Yeah, that's actually helpful to get the rest for you physically and also mentally, and to be not tired.
Yeah, it keeps your brain alive, and your brain is not gonna be feel it's not gonna feel overwhelming situations. Instead of fighting your attention span, you just work with it.
Yeah. So, next thing is ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. I agree with this point because another thing people forget is that you don't have to study alone. Asking for help from classmates or seniors can save you so much stress. Actually, I recently knew about new things like study buddy. So I tried it once. This I think that this is I tried it once, and this is really helpful to find someone that will help you study, and you can do better the job. Usually I asking the help from my friends, like I know for other classmates, and maybe if I'm not good at this discipline or Uh, in this topic, I actually asking help from the seniors.
Literally, the number of times someone explained something to me in 30 seconds after I would be struggling with it for 2 hours. I totally agree with you. When it comes to the topics which I don't know, I actually ask people who are interested in that topic. For example, if I don't know something about the history parts, I ask Batrahan. If I don't know something about politics, I always make a conversation with Ayajan and Ruslan.
That's a good point to asking your classmates or group mates that the topic that are good enough. And also, I think that one thing that will help us, one person that will help us is the professors. I remember that in the first course I wasn't good enough in one discipline, and that's why I went to the professor at this professor of this discipline and asking for help. And the professor helped me to find out more information, to know, to learn this is about this, to learn this discipline. So they are professors are usually kinder than you expect. They want students to succeed. So that's why don't be afraid to asking help.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. But we are just talking about academic system, academic moments, but let's remember that rest is also studying. And let's talk about let's talk about rest much more than academic moments, because right now I'm the student, I'm the person who needs a rest from academic moments. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is stop and do a rest for your brain. Sometimes you just want to find the better moment for deadlines, to not be late, to not be a late student, to be much more confident about that you have done that much more things that you need to done. But at the end, you're burning, your brain is burning, and you feel anxiety, tiredness, exhausting, and you are exhausted. But you need to remember that giving yourself a rest sometimes is a better thing, because when you are stressed and overwhelmed, your brain is not gonna give you a great ideas, because you will be exhausted. Your brain will be like screaming to you, stop, please, I need to sleep, I need a rest, I need food, actually. So that's why it's a key for you sometimes to have a rest. And for example, some people find the rest with sleeping. Me personally, I always take a bath, take a great bath, and then I don't dry my hair even. I don't want to do some extra things which will giving me some things that I need to do and then feel exhausted. I buy the food that I wanted to eat, for example, is sometimes snacks, sometimes sushi, because it's my favorite food, and I just watch my favorite series or just eat the food and then sleep. Because sometimes I don't even have energy to watch some series, because it's also about the analyzing, about watching. What about you?
Yes, I think if you are exhausted, your ability to learn drops to zero. Rest isn't laziness, it's part of the process. And the tired brain is actually useless. A rested brain absorbs information like a sponge. When I exhausted, I actually give to myself rest. I just sleep. Because sleeping is really helping me. I get more energy, or as you mentioned that I also get some foods that I wanted, like maybe snacks or like drinks like that give me energy.
So, if you're entering the university or you're already in the middle of it, remember, friendships grow from small interactions, and academic success comes from balance, not perfection.
You're not supposed to have it all figured out instantly. None of us did. And that's the beauty of it. You discover everything step by step.
Yeah, thank you for spending this time with us. We hope this made your university life feel a little more manageable.
See you soon in the next episode.